In the early hours of Saturday, March 2, 2013, a 911 dispatcher received a distressing call from a man named Wayne Pope. Wayne, who had been married to his wife Robin for 20 years, was growing increasingly worried about her whereabouts. The couple had been separated for about a month, but Robin had recently stopped by their house, perched along the Chesapeake Bay in Stevensville, Maryland, to collect some of her belongings and visit their beloved Great Dane, Bella. Wanting to give Robin some space during this difficult time, Wayne had decided to make himself scarce while she was at the house. However, upon his return, he discovered Robin's car still parked in the driveway, with no sign of either his wife or their dog. Concerned, Wayne reached out to the authorities for help. When the Queen Anne's County Sheriff's Office arrived at the Pope residence, they conducted a thorough search of Robin's vehicle. Inside, they found her keys, purse, cell phone, and most alarmingly, her daily medication. As a breast cancer survivor, Robin relied on these medications, making it highly unlikely that she would have left them behind intentionally. As the officers questioned Wayne about the events leading up to Robin's disappearance, he shared a peculiar detail. He claimed that while waiting for Robin to arrive at the house, he had dozed off until around 11:30 p.m. the previous night, March 1st. Upon waking, he had walked outside to find Robin asleep in her car. Wayne said he had knocked on the window, informed her that Bella was inside, and that she could grab whatever else she needed from the house. He then left for his parents' house to give her privacy. The investigation quickly gained momentum when, on the afternoon of March 2nd, a neighbor made a heartbreaking discovery. Just 2 piers down from the Pope residence, Bella's lifeless body was found washed up near the shore of the Chesapeake Bay. This grim finding prompted the sheriff's office to bring Wayne in for a formal interview the following day. During the interrogation, investigators grilled Wayne about his thoughts on what might have happened to Robin. They also conducted a physical examination, looking for any signs of a recent altercation. To their surprise, they found a large bruise and scratch marks on Wayne's side and rib cage. When questioned about these injuries, Wayne claimed he had sustained them while attempting to retrieve Bella's body from the water. However, the neighbor who had discovered Bella contradicted this story, stating that Wayne had never actually entered the water. As the investigation progressed, it came to light that Robin and Wayne's separation had been triggered by Robin's affair, which Wayne had discovered through text messages on her phone. In a fit of rage, he had even gone so far as to confront Robin's boyfriend at his home, armed with a gun. Fortunately, the boyfriend's fiancée was present and her screams had caused Wayne to flee the scene before the situation escalated further. Investigators began to question whether Wayne, clearly capable of such extreme actions, might have had a hand in Robin's disappearance. Their suspicions were further aroused by Wayne's apparent lack of concern and involvement in the search efforts. Despite the community, local law enforcement, and even the Maryland State Police coming together to look for Robin, Wayne did not participate in a single search or effort to find his wife of 20 years and the mother of his child. As the investigation unfolded, the authorities explored various theories surrounding Robin's disappearance. One possibility was that it had been a tragic accident. Perhaps Bella had fallen into the water, and Robin, in her attempt to rescue her beloved dog, had been pulled under by the strong currents of the Chesapeake Bay. However, this theory had its flaws. For one, it was unusual for Robin and Bella to venture down to the pier, especially late at night. Additionally, Robin was known to be a strong swimmer and a regular gym-goer, making it hard to believe she would have succumbed to the currents, even while trying to save a struggling 100-pound dog. The police also delved into Robin's recent trip to Anchorage, Alaska, where she had gone to visit a girl she had met over the summer. Although the trip had been impulsive and not entirely welcomed by the girl, who was busy with final exams, investigators ultimately ruled out any connection between the Alaska visit and Robin's disappearance. As the days turned into weeks, Robin's friends and family refused to give up hope. They blanketed the area with posters and flyers, conducted their own searches, and followed up on any potential leads. It was during one of these unofficial investigations that Robin's friend Conleth, who worked for a company that sold CCTV equipment, made a critical discovery. He found that the Bank of Ireland branch on Bagot Street Bridge had footage of Robin from the night she vanished. Conleth managed to convince the bank manager to preserve the footage and hand it over to the Garda, Ireland's national police force, before it was automatically deleted. The CCTV footage would become a key piece of evidence in the investigation. It showed a man in dark clothing waiting outside the Bank of Ireland Asset Management building for approximately 30 minutes before Robin arrived around 3:30 a.m. The man could be seen following Robin to a gate, which she entered alone. Additional footage from the Bank of Ireland branch, captured about 10 minutes later, showed Robin walking down the street with her umbrella, followed by the same man in dark clothing. Investigators released the footage to the public in January 2001, appealing to the man in dark clothing to come forward and identify himself. Despite receiving numerous tips, the man remained unidentified, and no significant progress was made in locating Robin. As the investigation continued, the police explored various theories surrounding Robin's disappearance. Some believed she might have accidentally drowned, while others suspected foul play. The possibility of suicide or voluntary disappearance was largely dismissed, as Robin was known to be a happy, optimistic person with a loving family and a promising future. In the summer of 2017, a new lead emerged when a confidential informant claimed to know the location of Robin's body. The informant suggested that Robin had been the victim of a robbery gone wrong, killed by a career criminal with a history of drug smuggling. The informant pointed to a 3-acre plot of wasteland in Chapelizod, where they believed Robin's remains were buried. The Garda launched a thorough search of the area, even uncovering a buried firearm, but no trace of Robin was found. Another theory surfaced in August 2017, implicating a member of a well-known criminal family from Crumlin, a suburb of Dublin, in Robin's disappearance. This led to a renewed search of the area around the Chapelizod property, focusing on the River Liffey. Despite the discovery of a drug stash worth over €80, 000, no evidence of Robin was uncovered. As the years passed, Robin's family and friends struggled to come to terms with her disappearance. Her parents, Michael and Anne, refused to give up hope that their daughter might still be alive, even as the odds of finding her diminished with each passing day. Robin's siblings, Mark and Michelle, grappled with the weight of her absence. Mark, who had left his pregnant wife to join the search efforts, found it difficult to return to his normal life, while Michelle channeled her energy into keeping Robin's case in the public eye. A significant development in the case came in December 2023, when the man seen following Robin on the CCTV footage from the Bank of Ireland branch on Baggot Street came forward to clear his name. It was revealed that the Garda had interviewed this man in the early stages of the investigation, but had failed to properly follow up on his alibi or eliminate him as a suspect. The man provided a detailed account of his movements on the night of Robin's disappearance, explaining that he had simply been walking home after a night out with friends and had no connection to Robin or her disappearance. This revelation was a bittersweet moment for Robin's loved ones. While it meant that one of the biggest question marks in the case had been resolved, it also highlighted the missed opportunities and wasted time that had plagued the investigation from the start. Despite this setback, the Garda remained committed to uncovering the truth behind Robin's disappearance. They continue to pursue new leads, explore innovative investigative techniques, and collaborate with experts in various fields to shed new light on the case. They also maintain their appeals to the public for information, recognizing that even the tiniest detail could hold the key to solving this perplexing mystery. For Robin's family and friends, the search for answers is an unending one. They cling to the hope that someday, somehow, the truth will come to light, and they will finally have the closure they so desperately need. They find solace in their shared memories of Robin, her infectious laughter, her boundless love, and her unwavering spirit. They draw strength from one another, united in their determination to keep Robin's memory alive and to fight for the justice she deserves. The story of Robin Pope is a haunting reminder of the far-reaching impact of a missing persons case. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable tragedy, and a call to action for all those who believe in the power of truth and the importance of closure. As the investigation enters its second decade, the Garda remain steadfast in their commitment to solving this case. They continue to explore every avenue, chase down every lead, and leverage every resource at their disposal. They work tirelessly to piece together the fragments of evidence, hoping that someday the full picture will emerge, and Robin's story will finally have its ending. For those who knew and loved Robin, the pain of her absence is a constant companion. It is there in the quiet moments, in the milestones and celebrations that she should have been a part of. It is there in the unanswered questions, the nagging doubts, and the endless what-ifs. But even in the face of such overwhelming grief, Robin's family and friends refuse to let her story be forgotten. They continue to share her pictures, her laughter, her light. They speak her name, ensuring that she remains a vibrant presence in the hearts and minds of all those who knew her. They advocate for change, fighting for reforms in the way missing persons cases are handled, and offering support to other families navigating the same unimaginable path. In many ways, Robin Pope's story is a microcosm of the broader epidemic of missing persons cases that plague communities around the world. It is a stark reminder of the countless lives that are forever altered by the sudden, inexplicable disappearance of a loved one. It is a testament to the unbreakable bonds of family, the enduring power of hope, and the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to give up, no matter how daunting the odds may seem. And so, the search for Robin goes on. It goes on in the tireless efforts of the investigators who refuse to let her case gather dust. It goes on in the hearts of her family and friends, who keep her memory burning bright. It goes on in the hopes and prayers of a community that longs for answers, for closure, for peace. Someday, perhaps, those answers will come. Someday, the final piece of the puzzle will fall into place, and the truth will be revealed at last. Until then, Robin Pope's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of never giving up, of never losing hope, and of never forgetting the ones we love. In the end, the measure of a life is not found in the manner of its ending, but in the love it leaves behind. Robin Pope may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. Her spirit lives on in the hearts of all those who knew and cherished her, a bright and shining light that no darkness can ever extinguish. And so we remember her, we honor her, we carry her with us always. We hold tight to the memories, the laughter, the love. We keep fighting, keep searching, keep hoping. For Robin and for all the missing, until the day when every lost soul is found and every broken heart is healed. The legacy of Robin Pope is one of resilience, of courage, and of unwavering love. It is a reminder that even in the face of the most profound grief, the most shattering loss, the human spirit endures. It is a testament to the power of family, of friendship, and of the unbreakable bonds that tie us together across time and distance and even death itself. For those who loved her, Robin will always be more than a missing person, more than a mystery to be solved. She will always be a daughter, a sister, a mother, a friend. She will always be a source of light, of laughter, of joy. She will always be a reminder of the beauty and fragility of life, and of the imperative to cherish every moment, every connection, every precious gift. In the face of such loss, it is easy to despair, to lose faith, to surrender to the darkness. But Robin's story reminds us that even in the deepest shadows there is always a flicker of light, a glimmer of hope. It reminds us that we are stronger than we know, that we can bear the unbearable, that we can keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. It is a story of survival, of perseverance, and of the unshakable conviction that the truth, no matter how elusive, is always worth pursuing. It is a story of the human spirit, in all its frailty and all its strength, and of the boundless capacity of the heart to love, to grieve, and to remember. As the years continue to pass and the seasons turn, and the world moves on, Robin Pope's presence remains a constant. She is there in the whisper of the wind, in the dance of the sunlight on the waves of the Chesapeake Bay. She is there in the laughter of her children, in the tears of her parents, in the ache of absence that will never fully heal. She is there in the determined strides of the investigators who refuse to abandon her, in the ceaseless efforts of her family to keep her case alive, in the outpouring of support and sympathy from a community that has made her story their own. And she is there in the hearts of all who knew her, a constant reminder of the beauty and the brevity of life, of the preciousness of every moment, and of the unending power of love to heal, to transform, and to endure. Robin Pope may be gone, but she will never be lost. For as long as she is remembered, as long as her story is told, as long as her light continues to shine, she will remain a part of us all, a guiding star in the darkness, a beacon of hope in a world that so often feels adrift. And so we hold fast to that hope, even on the darkest of days. We cling to the belief that someday, somehow, the answers will come, and the long journey will reach its end. We trust in the resilience of the human spirit, in the strength of our shared resolve, and in the abiding power of love to see us through. For Robin and for all the missing, we will never stop searching, never stop fighting, never stop believing. We will keep the faith, keep the vigil, keep the flame alive. We will tell their stories, honor their memories, and hold fast to the hope that someday they will find their way home. Until that day comes, we will carry them with us, in our hearts and in our lives. We will draw strength from their courage, find solace in their laughter, and keep their spirits alive in all that we do. We will be their voice, their advocate, their unwavering champion. For in the end, it is not the years in a life that matter, but the life in the years. And Robin Pope's life, though cut tragically short, was one of joy, of love, of boundless generosity. It was a life that touched countless others, a life that made the world a brighter, better place. And so, as we mourn her loss and search for answers, we also celebrate her legacy. We give thanks for the time we had with her, for the memories we will always cherish, for the love that will never die. We find comfort in the knowledge that she lived, she laughed, she loved with all her heart. And we hold fast to the promise of a brighter tomorrow, a day when the shadows will lift and the truth will be revealed at last, a day when Robin's story will find its ending and her spirit will finally be at peace. Until then, we remember, we hope, we carry on, for Robin and for all the missing, until the day when every lost soul is found and every broken heart is healed. May their memories be eternal, and may their lights forever shine.